Hello and welcome to Levy's Customs. Today I wanted to take a look at Windows 11, which was recently announced by Microsoft, and take a look at the requirements and just some of my thoughts on the subject. When I first watched the announcement video, I was pretty excited about Windows 11. Even though I kind of think of Windows 11 as just a really big update for Windows 10, it does have a lot of new features that I feel are going to be pretty cool, especially for productivity and things like that. So immediately I went and got the PC Health Checker used to see if you can upgrade to Windows 11. And out of the 9 computers that I have, only 2 of them will be able to use Windows 11. That includes my Surface Go 2 and PN50 from Asus. Why do my other computers, including gaming PCs, not meet their requirements? Let's take a look. So, a CPU with 2 or more cores running at 1 GHz or higher, 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of storage, UEFI and Secure Boot, TPM 2.0, DirectX 12, a screen larger than 9 inches and a resolution 720p or higher. And for home versions, you must have a Microsoft account and internet just to install it. Okay, great. All of my computers meet this requirement, so why are they failing the eligibility test? Well, Microsoft has another requirement that they don't really advertise very much. Windows 11 requires CPUs made in either late 2017 or early 2018. I'll link the complete lists for Intel and AMD down in the comments below, but pretty much any Intel 8th generation or AMD 2000 series, Ryzen, or newer are compatible with Windows 11. Everything else, it won't work. Now, a lot of people are complaining about requiring TPM or a trusted platform module, but most CPUs within the last 7 or 8 years will probably have firmware-based TPM, and they just need to turn it on in their BIOS. The thing is, even though older CPUs support TPM, limiting CPUs to models that are late 2017 or newer is going to further reduce the amount of compatible computers. I really enjoy repurposing older computers. My mom still uses a iMac from 2009, and my dad did up until a couple years ago when he decided to upgrade. But we just threw in, solid state hard drives, and it breathed new life in them, and it still worked for what they were doing. With these requirements, I won't be able to install the latest operating system once Windows 11 is released, and that's probably going to discourage people from buying them once I refurbish them and stuff. I don't think it's right to make so many computers be obsolete in just a few years. I feel that once normal people, regular consumers, figure out that their computer won't be able to run the latest operating system, they will ditch their current computers and go out and buy new computers so they can stay current. Not only are people financially struggling because of the pandemic, but there's been a lot of shortages, especially when it comes to electronics. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of e-waste coming from a decision like this. Now, on the flip side, I understand why Microsoft is doing this, and it's mostly because of security features. Microsoft claims that with Windows 11 using TPM and the hardware security features in newer processors, they saw malware reduced by 60%, which is pretty significant. And I'm sure with these hardware requirements and everything, other aspects of security will be greatly increased as well over Windows 10. I am the sole IT person for a small business of about 60 people, and security has been a real big issue for me in the last few years. And even though user error is a big factor in security, any little bit of extra is always welcome. The only issue I feel like that is going to bring about is most of our computers are 7th gen Intel laptops, and I'm now going to have to tell upper management that we're going to have to upgrade all of our, almost all of our computers by 2025, which is the end of life support for Windows 10. As of writing this, Microsoft is testing out 7th gen Intel CPUs and 1st generation Ryzen CPUs. And so they're kind of seeing if maybe they can lower the requirements a generation, which I really hope they do, because that would significantly increase the amount of computers that are going to be able to use Windows 11. 7th gen Intel was fairly popular until Ryzen pushed the envelope. I will say that Windows 11 does look really interesting, and I'm looking forward to taking a look at it. I probably won't until it officially releases at the end of this year, early 2022. But I think this would be a great operating system for my Surface Go 2, just because it is more of a tablet form factor. So I will be doing a review at some point after it's been released, so look for that. Another big concern is that Microsoft is kind of known for having a pattern of good operating system, bad operating system, good operating system again. Kind of like as an example, Windows ME and then was a bad operating system. Windows XP was a good operating system. Windows Vista is considered a bad operating system. Windows 7 is a good operating system. So you can kind of see a pattern, and it's kind of always been there. So hopefully Windows 11 will be able to break this cycle. So what do you think of Windows 11 and its requirements? Do you think you will be upgrading to Windows 11 when it comes out, or can your computer even upgrade to it at all? Let me know down in the comments. And with that, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.